Hey everyone, it's James.
And Stephanie.
So we pointed our dog sled north across the frozen tundra and we wound up here at the Leisure Travel Vans factory in Winkler, Manitoba.
It's really only about 40 miles from the border.
Yeah, well, it's still Canada.
Yes.
Anyway, we're here to take a tour of the factory and to meet up with Dean, so let's go inside and do just that.
All right, let's go.
Welcome! Triple E and Leisure Travel Vans, you made it!
Thank you, we're excited to be here.
He's like him in person.
Fit RV is here.
That's right, we're in the house.
So, factory tour, can we do
Yeah,
it?
let's do it right now.
All right,
Let's go.
Okay.
And with that, we were off on our factory tour.
Now, we were in the factory for about 4 hours, so we have a ton of footage.
That's right, we do. We saw all the major departments and their contribution to the finished RV.
Yeah, we saw everything from receiving the initial bare chassis,
To the welding shop.
yeah, the fiberglass department.
That whole vacuum bonding operation that makes the walls and the floors.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, the cabinetry,
Well, electrical,
plumbing,
upholstery,
and the actual assembly lines, and there are two of them.
leak testing, spray foam.
And the paint department.
And through it all, Dean was with us, and he was...
Well, he was Dean.
Yeah.
He's exactly the same guy in person that you see in the videos.
Now, we can't show you everything because this would be like a 4-hour video, so we're going to try to hit the highlights.
So let's kick it off at the beginning where the chassis comes in.
Okay, let's go.
On this assembly line, we're building the Free Spirit. So this is stage 1 of the manufacturing process. So this is a Class B van. This is going to be our slide-out model, the SS. So you can see here, this is what a cargo van looks like when it comes in from Mercedes-Benz. There's nothing to it. We're going to build a home inside the van.
So I've noticed you've already got the cutouts like for the vents and the air conditioner.
Yep.
So when you do that, do you like deburr and prime the rough
Yeah,
metal?
we have to reseal it. We have to rust-proof it.
Okay.
Yeah, Mercedes-Benz has a strict code that everything that we have to do. Okay, so this is stage 1 of the Unity lines. We build the Unity on this line, we build the Serenity, and we build the Libero, all on, this is stage 1. So in this particular area, this is where we're gonna add the full floor outriggers, okay? And with Mercedes-Benz, they have to be bolted on. It's just a really cool thing. So we cannot put any holes anywhere in their chassis. If I needed to put something here, I can't drill a hole.
Really?
No.
You can't even screw into it?
Nope.
Wow.
I can only use the holes that they provide.
Okay.
That's a really important thing. Mercedes-Benz is very particular about what we can and can't do to their chassis.
That's tough.
Right,
Yeah.
so these are called the full floor outriggers. Okay, we
Okay.
powder coat these, and this is what the floor is gonna sit on. And we're gonna vacuum bond the floor, which we're gonna see later. So in this area here is we're gonna add all the steel to the chassis. We're gonna add propane tanks,
Okay.
right? We're
Oh,
gonna
and
add shields for the exhaust system, so that's all gonna get done here. Stabilizer jacks, we're gonna put in the steps. So you can see the stabilizer jacks have been put on.
Oh, yeah.
They go down to
that.
stabilize the coach.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is kind of a real cool area.
And all of this is just using factory holes. Wow.
Yeah, we have to use factory holes. What Mercedes-Benz does is they actually dip their chassis in a wax rust-proofing product.
Uh-huh.
So they're worried that if we were to cut into it, we'd never be able to
that's what
seal
it
that
is.
rust area.
Well, I know
Okay.
the earlier sprinters, like the 03 through, they had a lot of rust problems. with
Right.
those.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
they've tightened up.
Yep. This is the wheel wells on the cutaway chassis, so the Unity, Serenity. So this goes over top of the wheel wells, galvanized sheet metal, never rust, right?
Right.
And then no water ever comes into the motorhome at all, so this is gonna seal that. So it's kind of a unique little piece.
Yeah, that is.
They make their own wheel wells.
Yep. And in this area we make all of our compartments. So all of our storage compartments, right, are all galvanized sheet metal. That way they never rust. They're all welded together. They're super strong.
Wow. And so this is the storage for under?
Yeah, underfloor
Okay.
storage. Yep,
Okay,
you can
got
see
it.
them all here. So that's all done in this area. So the Unity has all boxed aluminum walls and roof,
Okay.
steel frame floor.
Okay.
So this is what is called boxed aluminum. Okay, it's like an egg. You can never damage it
Right.
because it's all around square, right? So
Right.
this is what we use in all the walls. This is for the slide out support so that the slide out is always square going in and out.
Okay.
And this is all welded, which I'm going to show you next. But aluminum is what we use in the Unity, walls, and roof.
Great. It's plenty strong, and aluminum keeps the weight down.
Correct.
Okay.
So all the aluminum gets welded. welded together. So all the box aluminum is all welded together, and that creates our frame. Good. So coming over from the welding shop is the entire walls, roof, and floor of a unity. And you can see here's your floor, and then your walls and roof, and the slide out. So that's all done here. And then it goes into the sandwich department where we're going to vacuum bond it. That's next.
All right.
All right, I'm looking at this and I'm envisioning a giant grilled cheese sandwich. But what is it?
That's where we make dinner and lunch for all the staff. Now this is the vacuum press. So this is how we vacuum bond the walls, the roof, and the floor on all of our Unity products.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very cool thing. It's done in water columns, 8 water columns per square inch of pressure. And it's in there for between an hour, hour and a half, depending on the humidity count. And so what happens is it goes in multi-layered. It comes out as a one-piece composite wall, roof, or floor.
Wow.
That is a vacuum press. Right now we're going to vacuum bond a Unity wall. So you're going to see it right from start to finish. So multiple layers. We got our fiberglass. We got our aluminum framing. We got our polystyrene insulation, interior wall board. We're going to do it right now, so it's kind of cool to get to see it.
How long do they have to do it?
They got about 18 minutes, so we must stay out of their way.
All right.
Screw going into the vacuum bond. We're going to have galvanized sheet metal there for the screw to grab onto. Gives us some extra strength.
So that's around the window.
So now we're going to put the interior wall board on. That's the next stage.
Right.
Interior wall board. This is the wall just came out of the press, right? So it's all been vacuum bonded. You can see the aluminum framing. You can see the insulation, all aluminum frames as well.
Yeah, I see it.
And then we put the jigs on, and then we cut out the different holes that we need. So doors, windows, that's all done here. So this is what it's an entire vacuum bonded wall. This is going to be for a Murphy bed, Unity Murphy bed.
Okay.
Yep. And you can see it's very, very, very heavy actually.
And it's just a simple plywood jig they put on to mark the cutouts?
Plywood jig, yeah, and then they cut it out.
Wow. It's something I could almost fathom doing.
Yep. So this is the really cool thing about vacuum bonding, okay? We have our Vetrolite. You can see there's your fiberglass exterior skin, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have our 2-pound density polystyrene insulation.
Oh, yeah, that
interior wall board. So this is all one piece.
Wow.
So it gives a consistent strength right throughout and consistent R value throughout the entire coach, and it's super strong.
What is the R value you've got?
Polystyrene insulation goes about R 4.5 per inch. So we're between R8 and R9 in the wall.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so now we're gonna go into the fiberglass department. So this is where we build the front mast on the Unity, rear mast, all fiberglass parts, and the entire body of the Serenity and the Libero are built in here.
Oh,
Okay.
neat.
So take a deep breath, because it's fiberglass time. So the first part in fiberglass, of course, you have to have a mold.
Right.
So we make all of our own plugs, and then we make them into a mold. So this is an actual mold. And this is all waxed down like a car. And that's how we start the fiberglass process. So we're going to spray in a gel coat, and then we're going to spray in a vinyl ester barrier coat, chop in resin, then it cures, then it gets popped out. But this is an actual mold for a Serenity.
This is huge. You've got this is quite an investment in this mold. How long does it last?
What happens is, you know, things change, designs change, so then we have to change the mold. So we usually try to run them 3 to 4 years, and then we do a model change.
So every new body style is going to require a new set of molds.
A whole new set of molds. We have our own mold makers in shop, which we'll show you later.
So that's quite an investment then to bring out a new body style.
It is.
This looks like it's the door.
This is the door, very good, yep.
And the window.
Yeah, we use open and reverse molding, so we're upside down right now.
Oh,
and we're
okay.
gonna build up on top of it, and then we're gonna pull it out.
Okay, so it's a lot quieter now. Where are we?
We are actually in our mold manufacturing plant. We make all of our own plugs here in the plant and molds. We do everything in-house, and of course, I have the artist, Jake, with us. Jake, how long have you been with us?
35 years.
35 years. This man is the man that makes all of our fantastic fiberglass.
So you made
mold.
this.
Right.
Okay. And what is this a mold for?
It's a rear bumper for the leisure and the leisure product for the Serenity and the Libero.
Oh, okay. So it's a rear bumper.
Right.
Neat. Yeah, I see it.
So the next stage, once we have the blank mold, which we were just looking at, so then we spray in the gel coat.
And that's
spray
the
right,
gray?
right. That's that white product that you see on the outside.
Oh, okay.
Right, that's the. But basically, people call that the fiberglass part, but it's actually called gel coat. Fiberglass is multiple layers of different products.
Right.
So this is the actual gel coat. Then we spray in a vinyl ester barrier coat. This comes from the boat industry. This keeps all the chemicals cool while they're curing. If you've ever seen old fiberglass where it's got like a hair product, you can see it.
Yeah.
This prevents that from the chop from being seen through the gel coat.
Oh, okay.
And then we spray chop and resin through the entire mold.
Okay.
So that's the actual process of fiberglass. Now they're spraying fiberglass chop over the entire mold. It's all done by weight of pounds, and then they have to hand roll out every inch of it because if you don't, it'll bubble.
Right.
So we make one thing that's cool about Leisure Travel Vans is we manufacture everything that we can in-house.
That's neat. I really like that.
And then they're rolling it now.
Yep.
Oh.
And you have to roll it quickly, otherwise it can bubble. Okay, so when it comes out of the mold, right, this is where we have to clean it all up because there's residue left on the fiberglass. They have to get it all cleaned up. So that's that Serenity wall. Remember we were looking at the empty mold.
Right.
So this is the other side of the wall.
Okay.
So this is the actual Serenity wall
Oh, okay.
with the door. Remember the door you see? Okay. Yeah, this is called core bonding. So we put core bonding in there for additional strength. And then you see this wood here? Yeah. Balsa wood. It gets molded right into the fiberglass. That's what we attach our cabinets to. So the cabinets are strong.
Wow. I see a CNC router over there. What do we got going on?
Yeah, we CNC route everything. We don't hand cut anything in the factory because, you know, we all cut differently. You might cut on the line, you cut on this side of the line, I cut on this side of the line. By the time we're to put it together, it would be never. So everything is machine cut. CNC, computer, numerical control, everything is CC cut.
Dial it in and it comes out exactly the same every time.
Exactly the same. So all of these pieces you see here, look at them. Those are all for an RV, part of the RV, every single one. Everything gets an inventory tag number, run number, blueprint number, and we only use solid wood.
Some of these parts are so small they look like scrap. I'd have to label them or I'd lose them.
I know. That's why they're all labeled. Cabinet department. We pre-drill all of our wood.
Okay.
So everything gets pre-drilled, and then we screw it together. That way when it bounces down the road, it'll never crack.
Right.
So every single cabinet, pre-drilled, we staple it to hold it, and then we screw it together. Okay, so in this area is where we do all of our corian. Solid corian, half-inch thick. Right now we're upside down, but this is where we make all of our corian.
This is the galley. There's the sink, stove, and the waste bin.
That's it. Beautiful. You know your Leisure Travel Van stuff.
I'm a woodworker. You can never have too many clamps.
So on the other side of the mill shop here, this is where we put all the cabinets together. So we do all the raw cuts over there, right? All the CNC routering, did all the pre-drilling. So now in this section, we have to make them all into cabinets. So the guys get the blueprints out, and they make all of those pieces into beautiful Leisure Travel Van cabinets.
Ooh, let's see. And here we have a beautiful pull-out pantry. And look at this space for the fridge. This is going to be a big fridge, something I wouldn't know anything about.
Here's the galley we saw earlier. Here's the corian and clamps. Again, you can never have too many clamps. All right, I see lots of wire. I'm guessing we're in the electrical department.
We are in the electrical department. We do all of our wiring in-house. We stamp all the wires, CNC wiring machine. We know exactly what the wire's doing in the wiring harness. We have a wiring schematic for every single unit, and there's hundreds of thousands of feet of wire go into every single motorhome we build.
Wow.
And you can see here, this is one of our wiring harnesses here. And you're a pretty fit guy, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Wow. I can see
that's
that pulling you down. So what is
heavy.
this big bundle here? This
That's
is just...
for one of the units that we're going to be building online. That'll probably be for a Unity.
Okay.
Yep, that's the wiring harness. It's amazing.
All this wire goes into one vehicle?
Yep, then just that's some of it. There's other pieces too.
Oh,
Wow.
great.
Steph, you're going to get a kick out of this. See all these little pieces here? This is all going to be part of the motorhome.
Oh, wow.
This is considered a part to us. So all of these pieces are part of the motorhome.
Okay, so this is just one motorhome, this order
Yeah, all
here?
the little, they're all going to be stitched into something.
Wow.
Yep.
All those little
We do it all in-house, which we're going to see in a second. But this
Okay.
is our main cutting area. So this is where we cut all the material.
Okay.
So I'm seeing the foam on the back of this. Is this a ceiling?
Nope, this is the ultra leather. Look at this. Isn't this cool? So this is the ultra leather. We do the driver passenger seats in. That's what gives it a nice soft feel. We got foam backing on it.
Yeah, I love the feel of this. And I'm surprised how thick it is. I would have expected it to be something thinner.
We only use quality at Leisure Travel Vans.
Yeah.
So we're over in the upholstery department. This is where we do all of our sewing. Everything gets sewn here. A lot of serge stitching so that it doesn't fray apart on all of our bedspreads. Of course, do all of our cushions in ultra leather, which we were just looking at. Of course, all done in memory foam, right?
Right.
Right.
And everything is zippered, which is
Okay.
very important to have. So that's all done here.
This feels nice. Can I take this home?
Sure. This is the actual Mercedes-Benz chair that a lot of manufacturers use in their motorhomes,
Okay.
like this cloth. I want you to sit in it. Tell me what you think.
All right. It's stiff. It's very hard.
Yep. What we do at Leisure Travel Vans, we redo the whole thing.
Ah.
Have it sit in this one.
Right.
Take it off, redo it in ultra leather.
I love the feel, first off. Yeah, much different, much different.
Way more comfortable.
Way more comfortable. Not even. It's
Could you
night and day.
could you sit in it for 10 hours and not complain?
I think I could.
So now we're gonna walk the line. So we're gonna do what we call our line 1 assembly. So that's where we build the Free Spirit, Free Spirit SS, Free Spirit TE, the Serenity, and the Libero.
Okay.
So what we call the all-enclosed units, where the body's already done, and we
Okay.
build the motorhome inside the body. Okay, so we're gonna do that first.
So you have to carry everything in through the door.
That's right. So all the vans, Serenity, Libero, everything that goes into the motorhome comes through the main
It's gotta be a
entrance
very
door.
I mean, you gotta like make sure you don't ding up the cabinets on the
Yeah.
way, because that's the first thing I would do.
Very, very labor intensive to build vans, Serenities, Liberos. Very labor intensive.
Right.
Fully insulate the entire coach.
Okay.
We use a solar reflective insulation. I think it's around, what was it, R4.5 per inch? 4.25 per inch from Jay the Man. So that's all done here. And then of course, we also have a little insulational value over our entire wall material. Some marine grade vinyl. It'll never mildew or sweat or anything. It's a great little product to have. So this is the B pillar, it's called. And we run a steel bar across the entire top, kind of like a roll cage, for lack of a better word. And of course, this is all your storage area up here.
Actually, the roof of the van.
Roof of the van.
Nice.
Got a Free Spirit van up here. You can see we've added the fiberglass,
Ground effects.
ground effects, because there's your propane tank. People always want to know where the propane tank is, right there. And look, here's your generator, propane generator.
Oh, wow.
Kind of cool to see it when it's up in the
You
air.
got the generator way up under there?
Yep. Down the line, the Free Spirit's coming down the line. This is our standard Free Spirit. You can see all the cabinets are in, refrigerator's in. You can still see lots of electrical.
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna put the electric sofa bed in here.
Oh, it's starting to come along.
More clamps.
More clamps.
So can I ask you something about the
Yep,
floor?
yep.
So this is not individual planks. It's a single sheet,
Yeah,
right?
that's a great question. You know what? It's one of the neat things that Leisure Travel Van does. We vacuum bond a subfloor.
I was gonna say,
put that
you
over
pick it
top,
up.
right? And then we run the linoleum. We bring this in from Belgium. It's designed just for us.
Yeah.
It actually feels like plank floor. You can almost feel the
Yeah,
grooves
it does.
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is great, right? So now you can see the Serenities now move 2 more moves.
Right. Yeah.
All the cabinets are in.
Okay.
Okay, well now we're just waiting for the electric sofa to come in. Fridge is in. Pull-up pantry's already in, right? So it's kind of cool to see it. All the electrical's been pretty much hooked up. And then we put on our doors last because we don't want them to get scratched because
Well, it's the
Serenity's
shell
got
surface.
solid cherry wood and or solid maple. So
Right.
So the doors are one of the last things to go in.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Hard to believe we're starting to look like a motorhome now, aren't we?
It is.
Okay, so now we're in the slide out SS van, right?
Right.
That's got our slide out. Remember we had a little
Okay.
look at that earlier when they were building it. Remember
Yeah,
that
we
was
saw the
first unit?
frame.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we've added the slide out. That's a full fiberglass slide out.
Okay.
Okay. And then of course this is the world famous SS. Is the first one with a side slide, big dry bath.
The dry bath. That's what I love about
Hard to
this
feel
one.
like we're even in a van, really.
Yeah.
Feels very spacious. This is the completely finished
It's done.
Free Spirit. Electric
Nice.
sofa beds in. All of our cabinets are in. I mean, that's how it goes from raw van through the
Right.
welding shop, all the sub-assembly areas, get their stuff going.
Uh-huh. And how long did that process take from the beginning of the line?
It takes us about a month to build 1 unit to 6 weeks, depending on, from start to finish with paint. But it's kind of about 6 weeks.
Okay.
It would take me a lot longer.
Yeah. Line 2, this is the Unity line. So this line, we put everything in the unit ahead of time, then the walls and roof come on as they go down. That's more a traditional way to build an RV. It's Class A, or travel trailer, a fifth wheel. So this is more the traditional way you would build an RV. Okay. So as you can see, we got the steel frame floor on. Okay. That's all been done. All the tanks are in, generator. Remember these?
All those wheel wells.
Wheel wells.
There you go. You really get a feel for how the Unity line moves. Everything goes in ahead of time. So you can see your water filters in, your showers in, all your plumbing is done as we work our way forward. Cabinets are going in, furnace is in. Very cool to get to see how it all starts coming together. This one obviously is going to be our maple wood.
I'm noticing all the plumbing is up above the floor, right? I mean, there's no freshwater lines underneath the floor.
Nope. Try to run everything above floor.
Yep.
Except to the tank, obviously.
Right.
Right.
Now we're in a twin bed, so this is your freshwater tank.
Oh, it's inside.
It's up above the, that way it doesn't freeze.
Ah!
Yeah.
Unities are always like that with the water?
It depends on the floor plan.
Okay,
Some
depends on
are,
the
a couple aren't.
Okay.
Murphy bed is not.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Wow, that's awesome.
We went a little styrofoam in our shower pan so it doesn't ever break in cold weather crack.
Right.
Oh, that's a good one. That's one of the things we look for on our checklist of things we like in
Sturdy
RVs.
shower floor.
Yep. And now you can see it's really starting to take shape. Remember these galvanized apartments? Remember we had those in the
storage.
Yep.
These have lots of storage in them.
I like that you sealed up the little perforations where you've got the electrical coming through.
Oh, and you know, that might help with rattles. I don't, well.
Yeah, we seal everything.
Yeah, behind the fridge.
We've got everything inside the unit. So now the walls, side, and the roof is going to come on next. So everything's inside. Now we're going to seal it up. Fully insulated rear mast. Very important. This is a Murphy bed, obviously. This is great. We get to see a finished roof now. They're going to put this roof on that motorhome right away. Okay. You can see here's our fiberglass flex roof.
All right.
So that'll expand and contract with heat and cold, so it'll never crack.
Right.
And then this is the vacuum bonded. You can see the air conditioning ducts. You can see we're 5 inches thick in the center core. Super strong.
There's ducting in there.
Yep.
Wow.
It's a good 5 inches of insulation, and there's more going in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a really solid roof. Go ahead.
And so we're looking at the roof, and I'm seeing this concerns me. I'm seeing screw heads poking through.
Yep. Next stage, as it moves forward one more, they're going to seal every single screw head. You won't see one screw head anywhere on this roof.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
They all get sealed because what happens is water will come through the thread.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So they all get sealed. That's the next move forward.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, so why is it all wet inside here?
Leaky roof. No, I'm kidding. No. What happens is we have to, we test all the tanks. So every area, this will be the tank area testing. So fill up all the water, gray and black. We want to know if they leak.
Okay.
Check the pressure on them. And then, of course, we have to dump them because if they go back outside and they're full, they could freeze if we're in cold winter weather.
Got it. And this?
Yeah, it's beautiful. This is the corner bed model. Aluminum door. Pretty cool.
Wow, that's like
Heavy duty
Whoa.
door.
So you can put your bike.
I like that.
Yeah,
Put
the
your bikes in there.
sprays.
No, this is the final stage now. So this one's completely done, other than it's going to go to paint. First, we're going to send it over for water testing, spray foam insulation, smoke testing, and then it's going to go to paint. So, but this is the final on our assembly line. What gets done, as you can see, everything's pretty much ready to go. They're just waiting for some cushions to come in.
Okay.
This is our cherry wood. This is a corner bed with a traditional booth.
You don't see this booth dinette very
No, we sell a lot more with the U Lounge, but the advantage of the traditional booth is you get 2 extra seat belts, or 1 extra seat belt.
Oh.
So that gives you 2 seat belts of seating for 4.
Oh, and I can see how that could be attractive to people who want to bring their kids along or grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the new cabinet that we did for 14. This is kind of cool. So you got a nice, 2 big hanging closets in this unit.
Can I slam it? Can I slam it?
Sure, slam it. Beautiful. Service department, in this area here, we do spray foaming and undercoating and rust proofing. So first we rust proof it, and then we do the spray foam, and then we put this black material on it to protect it. So we do all the underneath the wheel wells, keeps it quiet, when you're driving down the road.
Right.
We do all the tanks, keeps them a little warmer, but it also prevents any damage from happening to the tank.
Huh.
Right.
So kind of a really cool little leisure travel van thing that we do on all of our units.
So you're leak testing there, but how do you actually go in and verify that there are leaks, and what do you do about pressure testing, that sort of thing?
Well, before the water test, we take this machine right there and hook it up to the roof vent inside, pressurize the inside of the coach, and we check all the seams, doors, windows, with soap water.
Bubble solution,
Look for
okay.
Bubbles, yeah.
Okay.
And after that's done, then we start the water test, and I look inside with a flashlight and look for water leaks, see if there's any coming in anywhere.
Okay, so that's pretty much what I would do at home if I were doing it myself. I would go around with a little piece of toilet paper or something, looking to see if it could. Okay, cool. And every single one of them?
Everyone.
Wow. Thanks.
You bet.
Okay, we're over in the paint department now.
All right.
This is where we paint all the units, and every unit gets some form of paint.
Okay, so how long does it take? I mean, you don't have a guy here with a rattle can, right?
No, we don't know. We actually have 3 operating paint booths that we're running all the time.
Okay.
And we have another paint booth that just does specialty paint work, so 4 paint booths in this area. And it takes 8 working days to paint 1 unit from start to finish.
It's a lot of coats.
It's a lot of coats, yeah.
So that's you're waiting for things to dry in that time?
Yeah, we run 3 coats of color, so we have to paint dry, paint dry, paint dry, and then we run 2 coats of clear coat. So a lot of labor goes into painting one of our units.
So how long does it take you to mask off one of these Sprinter units, like a Free Spirit?
This unit will take about 3 hours each for the 3 of us.
So that's 9 hours. That's like a whole person day of working. And the SS is even longer?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
So anyways, this is the last thing that we do is we weigh every single unit.
Right.
Front axle, rear axle, so we know the exact weight on every unit. So we know how much CCC you have, cargo carrying capacity.
And what is that ballpark?
It depends on the model. We go from 500-600 pounds. That includes people, fuel, and water, up until I think we have one around 1,000 pounds of CCC, depending on which model you go with. The vans have a little bit more.
The vans have more?
Yep, because they're a little bit of a lighter frame, like lighter chassis. But
Okay.
yeah. Anyways, that's kind of, we weigh every single unit.
All right.
Okay, so that's the tour. We've gone through the entire factory. And I want to thank you guys for coming. It was my pleasure.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you
I
guys.
just want to ask if Steph can keep those glasses because they're really working for
They do look good on her. Those are sexy. We
What do
can
you
maybe
think?
sell some
What
of
do
those,
you
eh?
You include them as an accessory, something like that.
I love it. Let's do
A
it.
souvenir from my time at
Yep.
Future Travel Vans.
Awesome.
Thanks.
You guys have a safe trip back to Utah.
All right,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Bye. So I notice on this one, you've got you don't have a box awning on this.
No,
one,
no
right?
box awning. This is one of our new prototype we're working on. Where we think it's state of the art, edgy. We're excited about bringing it out.
And you've got away from the frameless windows.
We're
too,
away
right?
from the frameless windows yet. We're just
corrugated aluminum siding.
corrugated aluminum, new product. We're very excited about it. A little bit of some paint on it. So we're very excited about it.